Welcome back to another episode of Moto GP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the race that just happened in Thailand. Now, the race was delayed for a long time due to weather conditions. You know, it was torrential rain there, so definitely wasn't safe for the riders to go out. But once we got underway, it was a one-lap reduced race from 26 to 25 laps. The race was won by Miguel Oliveira from Miller, Bagnaia, Zarco, Marc Marquez, Bastianini, Vinales, Alex Marquez, Martin, Brad Binder, Aleix Espargaro, Rins, Morbidelli, Polo Espargaro, Fernandez, Bezzecchi, Quartararo, Gigi Antonio, Cal Crutchlow, Petrucci, Darren Binder, Nakashima, Marini and Gardner. So Oliveira put on another masterclass like he did in Mandalinka. He didn't he didn't shoot off at the very start. He was made to work for it, so he did have to come through the field a small bit, but once he was out in front, he was able to stretch the lead a small bit. Miller did keep him very, very honest and rode an exceptional race as well. You know, it's been a very, very good weeks for Jack Miller during the past 2 weeks. He's 45 points from an available 50. I think he's down to around 30 points or 35 points or maybe 40 points from the championship. Bagnaia had a solid race. You could see the nerves on Bagnaia's face before the start of the race. Looks like Ducati have finally got that wet setting right for him. He wasn't the fastest consistently, but his best lap was in there with Oliveira's best lap, so it was interesting to see him. Zarco played a brilliant job towards the end of being a rear gunner. Marquez was putting pressure on Bagnaia, and Zarco just got in the way. Now, we did think that Zarco was going to have a go, but I think he thought better of it in the wet conditions, and taking 3 more points off Pecco. I think he will be going to Ducati and saying, listen, I could have passed him, I had the pace to pass him, give me that third place bonus. Marquez had a great race. It was looking punchy at the start, and again, look, it's a very, very solid finish. The wet weather definitely did play into his advantage as well. He didn't have to use so much energy. Bastianini had a good race. He was outside the top 12 on the grid, so came through. Vinales, again, another good race, outperforming Aleix Espargaro. Alex Marquez as well also had a good day, is what I would call it. He was a little bit punchy and was getting up there, but fell back slightly towards the end. Brad Binder, I think Binder could have been in contention, but he had a little bit of a disagreement with Aleix Espargaro on the opening lap, and it kind of he lost a lot of places and just kind of put him back through the field. Aleix Espargaro had a day to forget, if I'm honest. He wasn't happy at all about having to race in the conditions. There was a couple of streams across the track, so the riders had to be careful, but he wasn't at all happy having to race. Bezzecchi took off like a scalded cat, did a great race in fairness to him, but then he just fell like a stone through the grid, so don't know really what happened to him there. I was quite surprised to see it. A great race for Franco Morbidelli, top Yamaha in 13th place, and it's coming through what I said about all eggs in one basket. If something happens to Fabio, Yamaha's top potential is not even in the top 10, so it's definitely something that is a major concern for me, and I'm sure it's be a major concern for Yamaha. But I think all of the talking points today are going to be what happened to Fabio Quartararo, and just looking from his lap times, his best lap was 1.1 seconds slower than Oliveira or Miller and Bagnaia, so it just gives you an idea. Like, he was definitely suffering with, he couldn't feel the front end of it, and for a while he was behind Cal Crutchlow, so definitely a weekend to forget. There's only 2 points now in the championship between Pecco and Fabio, so it's definitely going to be game on for the next 3 races. Good showing from Daniele Petrucci, very relaxed guy, really cool. So it was cool to see him out there. I would say he'll stay on the bike if Mir is not ready for Australia, but I think Mir will want to have a go. Marini did crash, but he remounted, and Remy Gardner did crash, I think on lap 11 or 12 or so. But all in all, it was a fantastic race. It did take a long time to get going, but once it got going, it certainly didn't disappoint. For me, definitely rider of the day, hands down, was Oliveira. Really disappointed for Fabio, and I'm sure he is fairly disappointed in himself. When he went back to the pits, he just got off the bike and walked straight out the back. So I'd say there's a bit of soul searching to be done. But I'd definitely love to know what your thoughts were of the race were. Who was your rider of the day? Definitely leave them in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.